The halls of Ashwood are filled with the scribbling of research, the hammering of industry, and, of course, the hammers of construction. As, well, in the last, our wooden walls were put to the test and they were found to be rather flammable, as expected. And so, all across Ashwood, we are shoring up those defenses. But right now, we have the opposite of enemies arriving. We have the Arcane faction. In fact, an Arcane collector from the Arcane faction. And they are interested in Manos's artifacts. And we, of course, are interested in theirs. And so, we will see what they offer, as that is where we begin today. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Call of Rimhammer, world of magic and madness and... well, yes, we have some friends here. Friends in the lightest meaning. But oh boy, they have some interesting things indeed. A chaos script. Teaches a gifted pawn. The chaos tradition. Well. And there are many arcane tomes here as well. None of the Necromancer, but oh boy. Orb of Souls. The Orb of Souls is a powerful and dangerous artifact. It requires no external power and can extract the soul of a pawn possessing traits. If successful, the Orb of Souls will absorb all traits from the target, and the target will lose the absorbed traits. The process is always lethal, but with this we can transfer traits from one person to another, and that, I believe, will also include magic. So we definitely want to have one of these in our arsenal, because if we capture someone that is magic, we can just, take what is theirs and make it ours. The other really good thing here as well is that we've got a lot of unrefined ores and like jade and, jade we generally use for magical things, but rubies, we can just straight up sell those. And, Paladin spell, Holy Wrath. So this is the big spell that Jalin will be able to use, and I would love to have that. Of course, it is Unholy Wrath. I think it is also worth just having a look at the general mage spells, because those are cantrips, anyone can use those. EMP is certainly tempting, but we haven't encountered that much technology to make me think that it's going to be worthwhile. Oh, but here we have Living War. I don't know if we want it right now. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be more worthwhile just picking up Mending, because being able to repair some of the artifacts and armor that's really good, well, that I do like the sound of. And I'm tempted to have a look at Sunlight here as well. Not for Manos, but maybe for one of our other casters, as it would be nice to set up an area specifically for growing food. And well, I guess not food, but other things. But that's very expensive. Alright, that's where we stand at the end of it. And we're gonna leave Sunlight for now. So it's literally just for the Orb of Souls. Sunlight is something that we will be able to make with scribing. Let's make sure that we keep that handy. Manos, can you just hold? Okay, I guess you're gonna take it in there, Prime? Sure, we'll keep a very close eye on that thing. Oh, and in terms of magic, Manos has been pretty stable with this current lineup. It's more than we would want, it's more than we really need at this well, we could always use more dead, couldn't we? But the Skaven are proving to be incredibly useful to us. That, and they have Ray of Hope all the way down here. Maybe it's just a occasional proximity thing. Yeah, Jalin, you're doing good. Aura of Hope and Ray of Hope. We have actually maxed it out at this point, so we are going to have to look at other things. We could just start upping the Overwhelm skill, or alternatively, we could pick up Heal. Hey, you know what? We can do a secret party. Let's do this thing. There's an 80% kind of quality tied to this at the moment. Oh, and Tyrant, you're on Tomba. How cute. And we are selecting Manos again because I want to get him to the top of that psi tree before we look at expanding on anyone else's psi powers. Oh, we're nearly done with this section of the party. It is a long party, and it was good. I didn't hear the sound, but Manos got a silent level out of that. So, having a look at this, we can now either get the Black Spider or the mammoth worm. Cyclically skips a mammoth worm to help defend the colony. The mammoth worm will stay around for a day before vanishing. We also have the black spider, which leads into the other things. Oh, but then again, so does the mammoth worm. I mean, what's this one? Summon entrance to the hive. Okay, opens a connection to deep underground tunnels of the black hive. Okay, these are not temporary, and the colonists contain them as normal animals. Right. Well, the Black Queen, I think, is where it's at. I think we'll pick up the mammoth worm for now. Getting something that has potentially a lot of hit points sounds rather nice. Then next time we get into a fight, Manos, we will, we'll see just how big that worm is. Actually, I think we know. That's a mammoth worm right there. It's been dead and it's been sitting around in our temple this whole time, which is interesting. Like, we haven't torn it up or anything. We originally found it by the architect structure here, which we can stop researching. Dead for 102 years. And now we can create our own Manos. Well, Jarlin has already gotten to the point where she has yet another point of magic. I think we're going to pick up Heal. And I believe that is an ability that we can just chuck on to be auto-cast. So if we ever have anyone that's injured, Jarlin will keep them going. Oh, here's some research. Flesh attachments. Researches weapons and armor that may be attached to a flesh golem for further enhancement. Okay, and a climate adjuster. For a silent neuroformer? So, right. A trader is calling from nearby. Members of the Cloven Ones are hunting him. He's asking us to signal them and draw them towards Ashwood so he can escape. If we do send the signal, the Cloven Ones will cast a spell or activate an old site that will cause our climate to change. 5 members and there may be an unknown threat. Sure, what the hell? For a neuroformer, that is definitely worth it. And I imagine, hang on, no, that's an ancient complex. Well, we certainly have to go there, but we also have the climate adjuster. And we've already got the neuroformer. So I wonder, is that going to be making it colder or hotter? Because right now it's pretty cold. What is that going to do? Shifting the nearby temperature. Well, I guess we'll see if it's bad or not. And that's the neuroformer. What the hell? Let's do this thing now. Let's go upgrade to level 18. Here we go, Manos. Silent gained. And because of that, we can now summon the Black Queen. Yeah, 2 new things to try out next time someone, tries us. But I do believe it is going to be worth us going out there sooner rather than later. And I've kind of been hanging about waiting for these Roxas down here to be tamed. But we don't need to tame them. We've got Manos Dravil. These things can hold a whole lot of material. We're going to get our Bone Squad together. Make our way down here with Manos as well. And we'll see what we can do. I feel like there's enough of us here. Gary, is that like an explosive thing? Skaven Poison Wind Globe. Sounds like fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. So we are going to put them on Search and Destroy. Manos, we're not going to do any big summoning or anything like that yet. We're just going to do a Fog of Torment, like right around here, because I'm hoping they'll all kind of flow into this. There we go. That's probably, that's angered them. And let's see, Manos does seem to be pretty comfortable in here. Maybe we just do a Death Bolt in its general direction. See what it thinks about that. Okay, it turns out it's pretty fast. We managed to get the attention of one of them. It looks like we can already do another Fog of Torment. You know what? We're just gonna send the team out to do what they do. On to the next one. Manos is getting in there as well. And then our final rocks. Very quickly. Dispatching that one. Right, okay, thank you very much, Emond. So, let's get raising on these 3 here, and just like that, we've got ourselves 3 undead Roxas that shall loyally serve us. Obviously, we're going to have to be a little bit cautious with Manos's magic over the next few days. We want to make sure that we're not actually losing them or any of the others. Oh, no, it looks like the mammoth worm has finally been moved. You know what, Manos? Maybe we just go and consume that corpse. Can we do that? Yes, we can. And they just immediately go into hauling? Because they're fully trained, right? Yep, they are. That is, that's so much more better than actually spending the time to train up our own. Necromancers, huh? They know what they're doing. So I think we're going to go to that first and then make our way on over towards this ancient structure. We will send Leandra as our representative, and we're going to send the unskilled workers. So this rocks currently is not showing the correct capacity, and I believe that's because it's hauling things right now. But they should be around about 140 kgs, I believe, that they can carry with them. Look at those roxes. Right, having a look at the scribing table that we've got down here, we can make sunlight. Yeah, I think we are going to select that as a spell for us. We've got cloth, and we also have magicite, so should totally be possible. I am just looking forward to us having access to some human bodies, because we need them for the flesh golems. Oh, very quickly, we've arrived at the climate adjuster. Let's see. Okay, so we do have some of the cloven ones here. And I'm trying to remember if you guys give human meat or not. Let's just have a look and see. So we get gore hides from the ungores, and meat amount, it is gore meat. Okay, so not human meat. That's fine. Well, let's get the crew down here. The animals should be nice and safe up the top. And I'm sure we can manage this just fine. We've got them searching. And we got them destroying, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Car kick, you don't stand much of a chance, unfortunately. Yep, there we go. Leandra Hayes dealing with you already. Oh, and it's an ambush? I see. Ambushed by wolf rats. Another wolf rat. And another one up here as well. Okay, so the Skaven. That's an interesting one. Okay, well, I hope that we don't get too spread out here. Ben, I didn't realize we actually brought you along, but oh, Corey, fantastic work with that mallet there. Cisco's by himself at the moment, and we don't like that. Oh, Cisco is down. The cloven ones are fleeing. That's fine. As long as Leandra doesn't go down, we're okay. Oh boy, and the wolf rats are making quick work of anyone? So let's be a little bit more cautious about how we fight them and maybe try and back up to this point. Oh boy. Yeah, we're carrying bodies out of here, aren't we? We certainly are. Okay, Ben, ski moving back around there. Leandra, be cautious. Be careful. Okay, come on. You guys can do this. I believe in you. Leandra, your armor is holding. That's great. Okay, nearly there. The wizard hat's gone. Unfortunate, but not our biggest concern right now. Ben is fighting as hard as he can, and oh boy, Leandra, you're one of the last ones left. Eamon, let's get you back on search and destroy. Ben is still standing. Okay, this has been quite the fight, but we did it. We got there in the end. And the other skeletons will heal in time. They weren't our main kind of carriers, so I think that's okay. Leandra, we just have to make sure that you're not going to bleed to death. You're fine. What are the rest of you up to? Just hanging out? That's okay. Let's go and, well, I was going to say claim this, but it doesn't look like we need to. We'll see what's in here, though. What do they got? Ginkgo seeds. And fine meals. Sure. We'll get Ben in there to help destroy this as well. We're also going to tear up all this flooring, too. Well, the stuff that's made out of steel. And just like that, the climate adjuster is destroyed. Hot damn, I didn't realize that there was a masterwork jade dresser there. We could deconstruct it, or we'll try and take it. Well, we've got our dead selected. We're going to be bringing them back with us. We'll bring some gin too. And they're off to the ancient complex now. Okay, the caravan has already arrived at this ancient complex. We have a strange angel moth hanging out here. Looks like most of this is made out of steel. It's very good for us. We're going to move up with our 3 surviving dead. We'll see if we can crack this thing open. Okay, first room is looking good so far. We've got some plasteel. And a nice big empty room, lots of cloth. And we've got bugs, which we should probably just leave alone for now if we can. Yeah, we'll leave them be. Looking at the next room, okay. Chem fuel. Another empty room and some more chem fuel. Bottom room here, we've got an ancient comms console, which we'll worry about later, and a fuel node, which is going to blow. Unless maybe Leandra, let's see, an hour? We might be able to deconstruct it in time. Yeah, you got this. Excellent. Okay, so there's a whole heap of cloth we've just saved, and we have one more room to explore. We'll just poke our head in. Alright. That's not great. Black scarab and a mammoth worm. We've got some cryptosleep sarcophagi that look like fun, but we are just going to leave that for now, and let's just forbid that door. I wonder if we could get away with deconstructing most of this place and just leaving the areas where the insects are. I mean, I'm certainly going to try. Reason being, I just don't want to risk getting into a fight with them while our numbers are so limited. I mean, hey, they seem pretty happy doing this. I'll leave them to it. I will get Leandra to hack these supplies here. We'll see how that goes. What are we going to get out of this? We've got a raid arriving in 3.2 days. We've got juice. A whole heap of juice. Okay. Crap. Manos just had to disintegrate rocks too. I think that's okay. I think anything that rocks would have been carrying would have been dropped on the ground rather than being straight up destroyed. That's the way that we've seen it happen with the bodies before. So hopefully that means we didn't lose any bodies then. Although I'm going to have to be rather careful with that mana, Manos. You know what? Maybe until they get back, we'll just get you to go and consume a potion. Oh, and our faction leveled up. Okay, well, we haven't done anything with the settlement, like in a very, very long time. Like, we've kind of just let them just do their thing. Obviously, we did steal some people from them, so they probably have conflicting emotions when thinking about Manos, but then again, this is Manos Dreville we're talking about. We can select a new trait for them. Honestly, I think assisting in research might be a good idea for us. So, innovative. So that's just passive extra research. But we do need to have some kind of a profit though. And really, as you can see, I haven't been doing anything with the workers here at all. It seems like the most efficient thing for us to be working on at the moment is actually food. So we'll start putting workers in and we'll just see what the total profit is going to be. So you can see that right around this point, that's when things start to go awry. I think we want to only have 6 workers because as soon as the cost per worker goes up, it's not so great for us. I completely forgot though that they do have prisoners there. Prisoners that I sent off a long time ago. We could always call those prisoners back. I mean, if we need that human meat. No, we'll just wait. We'll wait until we get another raid and hopefully it's humans this time. Manos's mana is staying okay at 60. I think we've probably got all that we need here. We can't just reform the caravan though. That's the problem because we've got bugs here. Did they despawn? They're the summoned variety. They only last a day, and it's been over a day that they've been here for. Okay. I think we can fight this lot. Yeah, okay, that makes things a lot easier. And it also means that we can see what's in these fancy-dancy crypto-sleep sarcophagi. Get Ben to open things up and... Fantastic, an infestation. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. Ben, you guys are going to be alright standing in the doorway, right? Sure. Oh, they're fine. They're fine. They didn't lose anything. He's just a little on fire. We need to deconstruct this wall right now. Otherwise, it's going to become a oven in there. And oh boy. Ben, I'm going to need you back down here. This is more than a little bit of a problem, but we should be able to handle it okay. They're going to burn up a little bit. The temperature is 190 degrees in there at the moment. It's significant. We managed. Let's get Leandra to finish deconstructing this wall. If anyone is in there, yikes. We're going to try and fight some of these fires and see if we can maybe save whoever's in there. I say save. It is unlikely that we're going to save them. We just want whatever they've got. It looks like we've kind of got this under control. We do. We do have it under control. So Ben, with you just down here by your lonesome, we are going to crack these things open and... Oh, hang on. That's the only one that we can open. Ah, very interesting. Well, let's open it see if there's anyone actually still alive in there. No, no one, so it was kind of for nothing. Right, well that leaves this lot up here. Tomba. Oh no, Tomba, why? Why would you do this? Doggo. Mordecai, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, as much as I would want to bring him back right now, I don't think that's going to be possible. Mordecai, yeah, he's not feeling it yet, but he's going to feel it. Redwind, boy. Yeah, do what you need to do. And back over here. Let's look at finishing this thing. Ben, you've already started things off, I see. That's fine. That's fine. Leandra, we'll get you moving here. That thing explodes, apparently, and we're just going to move on in. And search and destroy. Make sure that Leandra doesn't die here. Oh, I think we're okay. Let's make sure that we kind of finish things off, though, yeah? Oh, the other thing is already downed. There we go. What is in the security crate here? Some uranium. Well, I believe that means that we should be able to just leave here now. Indeed we can. Let's get moving back home. Okay, good. We still have our bodies. We can take all the uranium, all the steel, all the cloth. It's really good news for us. And you know what? We'll even take some juice. Wouldn't you know it, we can already make Centurion armor. So we're going to make sure that we've got a decent set for everyone and more masterworks. A shield this time. Erdar. Good stuff. And that's from a skeletal Skaven. Or not skeletal, zombie Skaven. Welcome back, Caravan. Good to have you here. And you know we're not going to keep the Roxes around long term. We might keep the bodies around long term, because we can always just raise them back up. Fantastic if we need to go out on a resource run. Just realizing how many shock goats we have. Too many. We are looking at slaughtering. And I think we are probably going to slaughter our current rocks, just because having them be undead is kind of a win-win for us. I might have mistakenly consumed the corpse of one of the Roxes. As soon as you're done with this one, Eamon, I'd very much like to dismiss it if possible. There we go, that'll do. Now I was looking at Sare, who was one of our dead. Now we could bring you back to life. Unfortunately though, those stats, they're not really helping us out at this point. However, what Sari is made of could help us in the long run if we were to maybe, say, make a flesh golem. But that's, that's going to require a lot, so I think we will just bring you back for now. And of course, that is going to raise others back, so we'll just make sure that we consume the corpses of the goats. And that's only one of the folks that we lost on our journeys. I would like to try and see if we could figure out where the others are. 'Tis a bit of a mystery. We're just going to deselect Rock's corpses over here at the butcher's table as well, just so that we don't accidentally use them. We can just keep them over there for now, though. Tyrant somehow has, or rather did have, has muscle parasites. I guess there's still some muscle tissue on this skeleton. Make sure you get that tended. Well, thankfully, we've unlocked magical equipment again, so that allows us to make good robes, hoods, etc. Well, something that's going to help out mana for hopefully everyone is our caster fiesta. This is an event hosted by Manos, of course, in which he's going to get to, speak for a good long while. Well, the speech is over, the party is on, and what a party it is. And it was actually fun. And we have enough points to reform our ideologian. Is that something that we want to do right now? Certainly tempting, isn't it? Well, we can add or remove a meme, and I don't see an option to add, so I think it's probably, it's kind of one or the other right now. I did talk about potentially looking at something else other than the Cult of the Old Ones, but I think we're going to stick with that for now. No, you know what? I think this is one of these things. I'm going to sit on this for a while. I would love to know what your suggestions are, what direction you'd like to see the ideologian going in next. Obviously, we can change a whole heap of the other precepts and all of that, and maybe even add in some rituals or other objects. So on that point, let your voices be heard. Manos is always listening. It's wild. Almost every single helmet that Mordecai has made has been a masterwork Centurion helmet. So the stats on them end up being pretty freaking good. And it's kind of adorable seeing Skaven decked out in those helms. I feel like they would have a hard time seeing, but they're managing. I've got to say, I like seeing this place when it's not winter, just being able to see all the different tones of the ground and also being able to see just how much we have deforested around here. We've kept this little wood up here just for, the look, but we've really made an impact on the area around here. Well, we've got sunlight as a spell. Not something that we desperately need yet, but I'd be happy for one of our folks to learn it. And I'm thinking maybe Leandra, just looking at the magic that we have available to us at the moment. I feel like it would also make sense for Jalen to have it, being a paladin and all. You know what? Sure, go ahead. You're going to read this one. It's yet another spell for her to concentrate on, but yeah, she should be able to have that and other things up. We started just doing some general planting of hay grass in this outer area here, and we might end up having a look at one of the other geyser spots, because those are places that we can kind of grow year round if we wall it off with the sunlight spell at the center of it. I think we'd do that if we could grow parasite, which is the magic bush. But unfortunately, we do need seeds for everything. And also the research. Hey, Wand of Ice. Okay, I have no idea where they ended up, but we're going to try and track it down. Oh, it's poor quality? That's very unfortunate. Oh, you're going to try and take it apart? Yeah, because it's poor quality. Let's not do that for now. Tyrant, I still want you to have this. Go and equip it, even if it is poor quality. Cisco, there you are. See, they always show up eventually. Let's go and raise some dead Manos. Hey, welcome back. And a psychic drone. Just as we've finished another blink scroll. And I believe that blink scroll will probably give to Leandra. I mean, in general, it's going to help her just get her magical skill up, but moving around, it's going to make that easier. And plus, being a melee fighter, she's going to be able to close the gap and get out very easily. You know what, I think we are going to put this sunlight spell out now. We can't get it exactly on there, but that's a pretty good radius. So we've started putting this together, as I wouldn't mind trying to grow some devil strand there. We are researching it at the moment, although it's going to take a little while before we can do any of that. The good thing is that we can fully roof it off. We can have it be this self-contained thing. It'll stay nice and warm because the geyser and the sunlight will allow whatever we put in here to grow. Tyrant, I'm sorry. Tyrant has given up on the community. Buddy, it doesn't work like that. Mordecai, I'm gonna need you to arrest Tyrant. Or, let's try reassure... No. Council, no. Mentally broken, so that's not gonna work, huh? Well then, we will just arrest you. Oh, we need a bed first, though. Tyrant, there's your room. It's now a prison. Temporarily. Or we can try and calm. Let's try and calm first before we do arresting, eh? Let's see. Any chance? Mordecai, let's solve this together. Successfully calm down. Given up and leaving though still. So, no, we can't have that. Hang on. Oh, what? Hey, cowardly. Oh, Tyrant. The extreme mental break has caused a permanent character change. He's developed cowardly. Well, I guess... that's not the worst thing that could have happened. Oh, you got the muscle parasites as well. You really got it going on, don't you? Oh boy. But yeah, cowardly isn't great. Still, I think we'll keep him far away. He's got his wand. That should be okay. What's really screwing him up is this high psychic drone that's going on at the moment. The sooner that's gone, the better. As even Manos is suffering from this. Okay, well, this is all set up to be used as a grow zone, so we will set it. Look at this thing, all nice and bright. We are going to mark this area for Devil Strand, which we just finished researching, but we don't seem to be able to plant. And I believe that's probably going to be because we need Devil Strand seeds. So, small problem. Here's a potential moneymaker for us. We're researching a different kind of jewelry, but we can make amber jewelry, and we have a fair amount of amber from all the trees that we've been chopping down. A good way for us to build up our wealth. Obviously, though, the wealthier we become, the more dangers we draw our way. Okay, a large monster has just wandered into the area. A Mizotsune. Well, you're kind of dragon-like. I don't know if you're going to want to hang around. Yeah, not a pack animal, although it seems tough. We could always try and see if we could bring it back to life. We're going to leave it for now, though. I think there's still enough wildlife on the map that it'll be able to hunt, at least for a little bit. The Psycho Drone is ending. Let's celebrate. As Manos is learning creating a spell scroll for a particular spell, Rain, as a fair amount of our structure is made out of wood. I feel like being able to call upon Rain would be rather useful. Yet again, I feel like this is a spell that could be better used by someone else, so we're going to give this to Leandra. So, Rainmaker, yeah. And she can stop the rain as well. We'll leave the rain going for now. I think it's healthy for the land, but good to know that we can call upon it should things get bad. We've got access to the Arcane Forge again. Very good. We can build the hollow golems with that. So at some point, we are going to be able to build one golem. We're restricted by steel and we're restricted by our lack of human meat right now, but I'm hoping that will change. Hey, Dalbringer. We know where Dalbringer is. It's nearby, apparently. Well, we might be able to re-find it. If we do end up doing these quests, we will probably just kind of fly through them relatively quick, quite literally with Manos. Hot damn. Masterwork Iron Centurion armor. Yet again, very, very good. Well, whoever gets that, they're going to be lucky. And that was from Erdar, yet again, who isn't even alive. Although, with the crafting of 14, I'm not surprised. We just finished work on a arcane gem of regeneration. I would like to see if we can get Manos to equip that, as theoretically that should allow his mana regeneration to go up, and I think it has. I think it's helped. Mana regen bonus. All right. And well, Legion, unfortunately that's where I'm going to have to leave things for today. No cliffhangers. Wild. Slowly but surely we are seeing changes across Ashwood. Our defenses are stronger than they have ever been. And the living conditions here are almost serene. There's always an element of arcane horror for sure, but our living skeletons live in comfort. Sometimes their pets will go berserk and will be ended by one of the dead, but surely that's a small price to pay for all of these comforts. At the end of the day, surely this service to Manos Dreville is earning our 4 generals safety in the coming days. For if he does achieve his goals, if he reaches this Arco Nexus, then Manos will be as if a god. And as living skeletons, I'm sure they know there is nothing more dangerous than a god scorned. For now, they will continue to serve, continue to forward his plans, as the undead Manos Dreville draws ever closer to godhood. And well, I'd like to thank you all for joining me for another episode here in RimWorld. I know this wasn't action-packed, and that's the thing about Randy. Sometimes he will be brutal, and other times he will be kind of relaxed like he's been today. But I'm sure that will change, as I really want to see those golems. Alas, it is not today. If you enjoyed today's episode though, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.